Later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? First down at Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Stafford now to throw. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with the former Bearcat, Mike Boone. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down.
10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The 9-yard line.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Cook again, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, boom. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Well, he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
The ball carrier.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Play fake here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford, a slant to Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. On 3rd down, Stafford. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Amir Abdullah deep from Minnesota. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, first down. They start the drive with Cook. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On second down now, it's Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On play action, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. After the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Cook following the penalty. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Agnew now to return. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt. Leads to a return of 5. And the Lions will take over.
29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ryan ball carrier.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll run here with Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
On second down, Swift.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing is Stanford. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Jack Fox now
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
The answer to the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A give. This is Cook. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Now Cousins. Interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Back to Adrian Peterson.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Lions
on 1st and 10, Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
a loss of 9 yards.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going trying to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down there and a pickup at 25.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Vikings 10, Lions 7.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
On the carry, it's Boone. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up the 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, they're going to go with Boone. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Julian Okwara
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Once again, it's Swift.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
With the score, Vikings 10.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He was just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Stafford's pass. Complete to DeAndre Swift. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Kerryon Johnson, third-year man from Auburn. And a short gain down to about the 33.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 18-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets,
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go with Boone. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Miles Kilburn with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Matt Prater lining
In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Looking for more there on 1st first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
33.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Harmon on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Cook.
45-yard line.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
20.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Cousins. This is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Swift. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Prater on to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Matt Prater to kick.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this carries into the end zone. Get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they take a knee.
Today's final score.